Hi baby crafters, today I'll be making a black and white shaker card and I invite you to join me. To start with, I have created 3 frames with the 2 largest dies from Rectangle Basics set by Memory Box. You can make the frames as thin as 1/8 of an inch with those dies. Then I'm sticking all 3 frames one on top of another. Because they are so thin, I find it hard to use mounting tape, so layering several die cuts seems to be the best option here. If you are interested in the tools and products, they are all linked up on my blog as well as in the description. I have pre-cut an A2 size black panel. It's the same size as my frame, and now I'm going to create my composition with some flower dies by Gummiapan. They are from 3 different sets called Crassula, Allium and Sedum. The little frame is also by Gummiapan. So I'm securing the dies on top of a panel and then I'm sending them through the die cutting machine. This flower has a bunch of small negative pieces that I'm going to keep to be able to inlay them later on. A paper towel will help me to keep them in their place and order. Then I'll do the same with the frame. I'm securing it on its place and die cutting it. When these elements are die cut, I'm placing my panel inside the embossing folder. This one is Grunge Stripe by Craft Concepts, and running it through the machine. Then I'm flipping my panel over and attaching some sticky tape only behind the flowers and the stems. The frame should remain open. Here I have all the flowers die cut out of white cardstock, and I'm going to inlay them into the black embossed panel. Notice that I've die cut the frame 4 times. I am also inlaying all the tiny negative pieces of this flower. Next, I am going to trim off the stems that go across the frame. I'm going to keep it open. Now I am also attaching the 3rd flower right on top of this panel. It's going to slightly overlap the 2 previous ones. And then I will also be trimming the part that goes across the frame. This is a piece of black craft foam. I have trimmed it to be just a tiny bit smaller than a panel. I'm positioning it behind and using a gel pen to mark where the little frame is. Then I'm cutting out the frame in a foam sheet. This is a sheet of heat-resistant acetate by Crafter's Companion. I'm cutting out a piece of it to match my shaker frame. And now I am going to white emboss my sentiment on top of this acetate, just as I would do with the cardstock. The phrase I have chosen is "You're awesome." It's from the Spring Lilacs stamp set by Memory Box. I will use this spot of exposed adhesive to attach the frame inside the panel. Then I can flip it over and apply tape adhesive all around the frame. I'm making sure that I'm applying tape both at the frame and at the panel. This way it will be well attached. Then I am adhering the acetate with a sentiment behind the frame. And now I am sticking the foam at the wrong side of the panel. To fill in my shaker frame, I am using some clear diamond sequins as well as some black ones. The sequins are by cat scrappiness. Then I am going to cover them up with a piece of black cardstock. Now I am going to stick this shaker panel on top of a top folding 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card base. This will cover the entire card front. The card is nearly finished. I just have to attach the frame that I have created at the very beginning. I am also sticking down 3 more star frame die cuts on top of the existing one to give it more dimension. And finally I am adhering some sparkly sequins right on top of a card. They are from the same mix I used to fill in the shaker. And my card is finished. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please tap any image to watch more inspirational videos. Have a fantastic day and happy crafting!